Welcome once again to the Great BHI Baking Show. This is it. We are down to our final four. As this competition heats up, our select group of bakers will stop at nothing to claim a BHI baking victory. Now, let's jump right in.
Welcome to the final episode of the Great BHI Baking Show.
Yay! Oh my gosh, this is so exciting.
The tension, you could cut it with a cake knife.
Oh yes. Oh wait, is that the recipe? Is that? Oh shh.
I have it right
Still
here.
super secret.
We're
Oh my
here
gosh.
with the four finalists. That's right. We have the four best bakers in BHI right here at BHI World Headquarters. And in a few minutes, we're going to get, oh my gosh, they're already hiding their heads. They're already worried. The tension, you can,
I know.
it's getting really tight
They're
here.
starting to really regret
Well,
the whole thing.
it's going to be super exciting. They don't even know what they're baking yet, but I do because I have it right here.
Oh.
The secret recipe that we are going to be preparing this afternoon, all four of you, is Junior's cheesecake.
Oh, yum.
Now, there's a recipe with all the ingredients that you need at your individual workstations.
If you
And-
want to be super boring.
And there's a
Yeah.
few extra ingredients at your workstations if you want to partake. Since the time right now is 3:25, if you want, you can run over to HEB because we are going to begin baking at 4:15. So if you don't, you can just make yourself comfortable condition in your little work area. I can bring you a glass of wine. You can inspect everything and be ready to start baking at 4:15. Or you can jump in your car, run over to HEB, and get whatever other little
Ooh,
extra flourishes
special.
you might want for the competition. Any questions?
Are there any rules?
This is BHI, Shalissa.
Yeah.
As you well know, when we compete, the rules kind of get stretched.
A little squishy. It's
The
about
rules
winning.
are you will begin baking. You cannot prepare or prep or do any of that ahead of time until 4:15. Once 4:15 hits, you have 30 minutes to put your product in the oven. So you have from now until then to psych yourself up to be ready. 30 minutes to bake, to be ready to put it in the oven, and then it will bake. And then we're going to have a special secret judge that is going to come and judge it for us this evening.
Yep.
It's Brad Pitt. It's not like Brad Pitt.
Any other questions?
30 minutes.
All righty, I'm going to count to 3, and we're going to get out of here. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's go get bacon. Like Kevin Bacon.
With their recipe in hand, the contestants head to HEB for their secret ingredients. I wonder what Samantha has in mind.
Okay, I don't think anybody saw us leaving.
I don't
right?
think
I don't
so.
think so. I mean, like, we're super disguised and we're good. Okay. And we're all masked up. Okay. Okay,
We got
so Samantha, as kind of a veteran, especially veteran woman in the business world, I just, want to let you know at BHI, it's about winning. Okay, and then there's going to be the haters who are going to accuse you of cheating and breaking the rules, but we heard the rules, right? Like, so we know. So I just want to make sure, that you're poised to win. Like, this is really important. But like, we didn't have this conversation.
Of course.
Technically, they said go to HEB, right? I mean,
Yeah.
that's what you're doing, and you had no transportation, so. Here I am.
I appreciate it.
Absolutely, I mean, it's not that we want to take Utz down.
Gift card for the judges? This will keep Tim quiet.
You can just feel the tension. Everybody's been to the store. Everybody's back. We are ready to begin. I'm going to do a countdown. Can you believe it? 3, 2, 1, bake! All right, off we go to the stations.
While Linda heads to the Experience Centre to start cooking, things are already starting to heat up in the downstairs kitchen.
Everything's better from scratch. I am cutting up some chocolate pieces.
Chocolate? Oh.
You mind your business,
You
buddy.
bring it on, girl.
I am bringing it on. I don't know. Oh. Everyone puts graham cracker in their cheesecake. That's old school.
Meanwhile, upstairs Linda is hard at work on her crust.
Cheesecakes are really easy to make, actually. They just seem really hard because they're so delicate and easy to like not bake correctly. But there's only like a handful of ingredients. You just gotta make sure it's all blended up.
All right, are you ready to win some prizes? I'm ready to give them away. All right, here we go with the Great BHI Baking Show. Question number 1. Where do you store whole wheat flour and why? The first to get into the chat box and get the right answer will win one of our lucky ducky little gift cards, so you better hurry up.
Welcome back to the Great BHI Baking Show. Our finalists are working hard, or hardly working.
Hi. I'm a little stressed, but I'm letting everything set in the fridge, and it's really about the presentation. So
You do look quite comfortable, I would say, don't you think, Melissa?
I think she looks very relaxed. And I think, speaking of presentation, that's why she got into the finals. I think she nailed it. Totally.
I hope you brought some more of that beautiful foil that you used the first time.
I did. I have some more foil. It's all about the plating, and I feel like I've got that down. But I am sorry about the window.
Yeah.
Nobody was injured, so it's all fine. Now, you modeled that first one kind of around an asteroid. Are we going to potentially see a planetary theme with your cheesecake? Maybe make a Saturn cheesecake or something like that?
Well, it depends on what is in the cupboards because I need to, make sure this is sturdy enough to carry it around. So I do have to put my foil onto something.
Now, did Aunt Betty make cheesecakes as well? Or is there another relative in your family that was famous for cheesecakes?
Well, Aunt Betty's last name might have been Jello. She might have a line of cheesecakes too. We'll see.
Oh, what an unusual name, Jello.
Aunt Jello. Yeah. Oh, catchy. Very catchy.
You look like you have things well in hand. We're going to go upstairs and see Linda next. So how are we feeling? Are you feeling confident at this point?
I'm okay.
Okay.
I'm a 5 out of 10.
You're 5 out of 10. Okay, now when you normally bake, are you always just a little stressed because you're trying to be a perfectionist, kind of?
Kind of.
Yeah.
I did do 4 test batches of brownies for the first round before I brought in.
You know what? I did 4 test tastings of your brownies. You know what? Wow. Can you imagine that?
I know, we had to practice.
That's like amazing.
We practiced.
It's like we're in parallel universes. We ate a
know,
good-
right?
I know. Now, do we have any special secret ingredients?
Yeah.
We do. So I brought
Bits
Lotus cookies, and then we're gonna do a cookie butter swirl.
That's a really
Secret. We got some secrets going on here. We will not be telling the other contestants this.
No, they'll run out to
Utz will just break out into a sweat if he finds out you have those
He
secret ingredients.
did see them and got a little nervous.
Welcome back to the Great BHI Baking Show. The clock is ticking. Will our finalists complete their cheesecakes in time?
All right, ready for round 2? We got another tough baking question for you. Pretty simple. There's a very common baking item that you boil first. I see your crust is already ready.
My crust
And
is
you're
ready.
happy with that?
Yep, good enough for me.
Okay.
Because it's not about the crust, it's about the topping. So you're gonna have to wait and see what the topping looks
She's
like.
telling us about strategy now. You said.
Yes,
Strategy.
exactly.
Okay.
And how is it with your kitchen mate here? Are things going well?
He's taking up a lot of space and he's making a lot of noise
Yes.
and
Just-
he has
Yes.
no original ideas.
Well, he is a man.
Just
Right?
one tip. You could probably hip check them over on the other side of the sink. Have one
Yes.
good hip check. Just yeah. Out of the way.
Easy.
All right. Well, it looks
Okay.
like you're doing great. You got
Delish.
crust. She's got the chocolate. Looks
Thanks
like
for
she's
stopping
getting ready.
by. See you
We are.
later.
We're gonna go see Mr. Utz, see how Utz is doing over here.
Okay, let's see if he's got
Hi,
any of this.
welcome to our show.
Hi.
Oh, well, thank you very much. Where are we?
Well,
Well,
we're, Where's the multicolor eggs? I mean, like, seriously.
They're right here.
Oh, they're right there. Yeah.
Well, they are two-toned.
You carry a few of those with
Multicolored.
you at all times?
I always carry eggs,
Just a couple
yes.
eggs in your pocket?
Just in
just
case.
Different colors, that's very nice.
Just
so
in case.
your crust, is it done? Is it in? Where are we doing with the crust?
I've got the crust in the oven. I was actually gambling, thinking about doing a sponge cake for the base, because that is a classic
That
Juniors.
would have been very
But with only 30 minutes, I've got to adhere to the rules, and I'm going to go with the classic.
Okay, we're in for the classic graham
Classic.
cracker
Yeah.
crust.
We love following
Classic.
the rules.
And it's in the oven, so that's done. So now we're beginning on the filling. We got the cream
Now
cheese.
we're gonna
in.
work on the cream
And how
cheese.
did you soften your cream cheese?
It's just been sitting out.
It's just been sitting out.
Absolutely.
Natural.
We're not
Very
going to.
good.
We don't want to microwave.
You don't want
it.
to
All right.
beat it.
And
That's
I can't
right.
look at all that beautiful fresh fruit. Can't wait
I
to see what he does with
know.
that.
I know.
All right. Well, it looks good. Utz, congratulations on being in the finals. We can't wait to see what you come up with.
I can't wait to have you taste it.
All right.
All right.
Time for you to channel your inner historian and your inner baker in this question. What was the first culture to produce baked goods? And a little bonus question, what did they bake?
When it comes to cheesecake, simple is always better. Some of us like to try a little harder, a little extra ingredients because they have to. But I don't think you need all of that.
As the friendly rivalry between Utz and Shalisa simmers, Linda is working on whipping the competition.
Okay. I legitimately don't remember how much sugar I put in here. I think I did 2 scoops. Oh my gosh. So the recipe calls for 1 egg, but I'm gonna put 3 eggs and 1 egg yolk, because the egg is what really makes you have just like the creamiest creamy cheesecake. There we go. Now it's getting creamier.
While Linda is whipping her cheesecake into shape, there's drama in the kitchen downstairs.
Uh-oh, we've got drama.
I'm not sure what that is over there.
We've got drama. The decision time. I can't believe it.
What do you got to decide?
We may have to start over on a new graham cracker crust. We are going to try to fix it. Because I know how.
What's wrong with it?
It had too much butter, and therefore it would not set. You have to have just the right amount of butter. I like to go a little bit heavy on the butter and the sugar so it'll caramelize a little bit. A crust that has too much graham cracker and not enough butter and sugar is real dry and kind of bland. So we are going back in. And this is going to have a little bit of a nutty flavor because it's already cooked. So it will likely be, oh, and it's going to be a little thicker too, I think. Might be too thick. Okay, it's looking better. Recovery made. You like the smoke? That's good. That's a vote of confidence right there. Smoke billowing out of the oven.
All right, here's one coming out of left field. Clint Eastwood, when he was running for the mayor of Carmel by the Sea in California, promised that he would unban the public consumption of this food item in public. What was the food item?
Utz may have narrowly avoided
Nothing.
disaster, but with time running out, will he make it? Meanwhile, Shalisa's bold use of fruit has Utz questioning his traditional approach.
I'm sorry? My secret ingredient is strawberry pie filling. So it's really good in the middle of the cheesecake. So you don't want to really mix it in because it makes the cheesecake very wet. But just kind of putting a layer in the middle, you just kind of dollop it, a light little layer. Just adds a little extra sweetness to your cheesecake. So just don't tell my grandma I'm using canned strawberries.
This chef seems to know more than she's letting on.
So I've got cookie butter, and I need to warm it up just enough to melt it so I can do a cookie butter swirl on the top. Because you know, you can never have too much cookie butter. This is totally how they do it at the Cheesecake Factory.
I love the symmetry of this one. This baked good has 4 main ingredients. It uses exactly the same proportions. 1 pound butter, 1 pound flour, 1 pound sugar, 1 pound eggs. What's the product? 10 minutes!
Secret top.
Oh man, oh man.
10 minutes point. 10 minutes left.
To go in the oven.
10 minutes and it has to be in the oven.
With 10 minutes to go before the cheesecakes need to be in the oven, it's crunch time for our bakers.
All right. And now it's ready to go in the oven. So when it's done baking, we're gonna add some secret toppings. All right, so now it's going in the oven.
For the last little bit, we're not gonna use the mixer. This is really a beater. We don't want to beat the cheesecake. We wanted to mix it. And the last step of putting the heavy cream in, we don't want to over mix it. We want it to be light and fluffy and not whipped.
Does this need to be on?
Really? That wasn't the instructions. That was not in the instructions.
Oh, it's not a microwave.
It's not?
Well, I've got to be careful here not to damage my parchment. Otherwise, it'll get caught in there.
And supervise us. Let's see what's going on here. I don't know.
We're just going old school.
How old? Like before they had ovens?
Before there was cheese.
Oh, so about the time you were born.
All right. Can you feel the love?
Gotta take a picture for the Instagram. And that's how you make a very simple cheesecake. Oh.
Utz's timing may prove to be his downfall.
All right, in the oven. I'm out of time. I got 5 seconds left.
Gotta go. You gotta
I
go.
got 5, 4.
Oh, is that your smoke, by the way?
Yes, that's my smoke. I brought some hickory and I just put it in the oven.
for
I hope
extra.
I hope it's okay. Pecan smoke in the electric oven.
What's Baldwin's famous smoked cheesecake recipe right here in the kitchen.
Yeah.
In fact, in the whole building. All right, now here's a layup for everybody out there in the audience. So everybody, you gotta listen quick because it's gonna be milliseconds before somebody gets this right. There are 2 types of cheesecakes, baked and unbaked. What's the different ingredient?
Where there's smoke, there's fire. Has Utz burned his masterpiece?
There are Totino's pizza rolls stuck to the burners. And that's what I get. That's what I get. The smoked cheesecake.
Oh, it's a little hot. Look at that. Beautiful. Now we're gonna let it cool for about 3 hours and then we're gonna put on our secret toppings.
Looks pretty good. I'm happy.
Painted fruit. Does Utz have the Midas touch?
It's food paint, of course. It's called Crelon. Crelon, I get it at Home Depot.
Golden brown coconut for a tropical feel.
So I have my chocolate in the freezer because I'm gonna do a chocolate ganache. If that doesn't work out, then my backup is coconut. So anyways, you take vanilla extract and you just sprinkle a little bit. Then we're gonna pop it in the oven for about 10 minutes just to brown it. And then we're gonna sprinkle the cheesecake with some toasted coconut. And then we're gonna decorate with Ghirardelli chocolate.
After allowing the cheesecakes to cool overnight, tensions are high as the last-minute prep, garnish, and presentation gets underway.
Okay, I'm excited. How about you, Melissa?
I am super excited.
We are here at the very last day of a journey that we have had from our 10 contestants down to our final 4, and we had the final challenge yesterday. It was amazing. We had smoke coming out of ovens.
Yes.
We had creativity galore.
Totally.
We had a little bit of stress, beads of stress coming off the foreheads of our contestants.
A few margaritas might have
But
happened.
today they put the final flourishes on
Oh.
their amazing desserts. And to make things worse, to just ramp up the pressure a little bit more, we have brought in our celebrity chef.
Hello. Thank you for having me. I'm very excited to be here.
All right, well, Jamie is with the Second Bar and Kitchen in the Domain, which I know most of you have probably enjoyed, one of Austin's iconic restaurants. But we're going to be here today to taste cheesecake.
Yum.
So, okay, Jamie, it's time for you to educate us laymen on how we judge the perfect cheesecake.
All right, well, I'm gonna be judging these based on presentation, the texture, the way it feels in the mouth, how it tastes, of course, is super important.
Can we try that, how it tastes in our mouth a lot? Like,
Yes,
because
that's
I'm not
probably
very
the most
good at that,
important
so I
part.
might need some samples, okay?
And then creativity, you know, I hope you guys really had fun with this, so I'm very excited.
All
So
right.
we're gonna start with this one. This looks very nice, it's very soft.
It is nice.
Somebody is very pleased over there. Somebody. I could eat a pound or two of that.
That is very good.
Isn't it?
Yes, it's very smooth, it's very creamy.
Yeah, there's no graininess or
None
anything.
at all.
And the crust is kind of still kind of crispy. Kind of gives you that little crispy.
It's got a little bit of crunch, but it's not super hard. You can't not cut your fork through it.
And what did they do on the top, you wonder? Like, what's that?
Yes, I love the swirl design they did on top. Is that, I wonder if that's chocolate or caramel, but I love the design.
Very good.
Now, shouldn't we have
Very,
another
very
piece of it?
Well, we still have more cheesecake to
Yeah,
eat.
so I
Okay.
kind of, I didn't eat my cake.
I'll eat yours.
I know. I'll come back for that.
Okay.
All right, I love the way this
Oh.
one looks.
Beautiful.
Yeah, the presentation's
little-
pretty
The
crazy.
gold berries is a
Oh.
beautiful, beautiful touch.
And I hear they just spray painted them.
Okay, well, let's hope they didn't spray paint them.
I guess
Hopefully
we
that's
weren't,
edible
we
gold.
weren't explicit.
This cake is sponsored by Home Depot and their paint department.
Oh, I know whose that is.
This one is really nice. This one reminds me more of a classic New York cheesecake.
It's
Really
not as
creamy,
fluffy.
but
It's
firm.
not. It's firmer.
It's denser.
It's denser.
It's got a little bit more of the cream cheese tang, I would call it, coming through. It's very nice.
Now, do you detect just a hint of smokiness in that crust?
You know, I don't.
No, you don't.
I do not.
Huh. Who would have thought?
How was the gold berry? Did you get?
This is my ticket to Willy Wonka Land, right here.
This is good. But I hear what you're saying. There's more of that tangy.
I really appreciate the whipped cream and the berries on this one, the little extra step towards presentation. That little bit of lightness right on top, that's very, very nice. I really enjoyed the caramel in the first one.
There was something.
And I do feel like this
Extra.
one's maybe missing an additional flavor. This is a really well done cheesecake, but it is just a cheesecake.
Okay, well, look at this one.
Already pre-cut for serving
Yes.
simplicity.
Yes.
Don't need to slice this one.
Wow.
The spinach leaves me a little concerned.
Apparently, the plastic sheet on the bottom does too. There we go. There we go.
I think someone
I know,
grew
but you
those
know-
cherries. I think they're hand grown.
But whoever did this one, I'm telling you, they're appealing to kind of my inner kind of childhood chef.
Indiana.
Yes, this is
Yes, because
a
my-
classic nostalgic cheesecake.
My Indiana Jello cheesecake childhood chef, we would take canned cherries and pour it over a Jello cheesecake, and you know. I mean, that was like that was when I was really baking. I
Do
mean,
I have
I'm
anything
telling
in
you.
my teeth?
All right, let's see. This is
This
gonna
is
taste. This is gonna
so
taste just like it.
Delicious.
But I do like cherries on my cheesecake, so I'm a sucker for that.
I do also love cherries on cheesecake, and this is pretty tasty.
That's tasty.
I think you can pour cherries over all
I
these
think
cheesecakes.
this was like a family recipe, wasn't it? Because the brownies, maybe that's
I think
who
she
did-
said she was related to the Jello family.
Yes, yeah, I think so.
Now look
Oh,
at this one. What do we have? This looks like what, coconut or something?
Yes.
Around the top and some
Oh,
kind of.
double layers.
Is it layer? Is it split and filled?
It looks like it might be. I'm very excited to see what we've got going on in here.
This is kind of fancy.
Extra credit.
Oh wait a minute. What's
Oh,
this?
wow.
Oh, what is
Oh,
that?
this is like a chocolate.
Is it like white chocolate?
Yeah, there's like a chocolate layer right on top.
I love white chocolate.
All right, so we've got white chocolate, we've got coconut, we've
We
got
think
cheesecake.
it's white chocolate. We don't know.
And then there is something red, which could be raspberry, could be strawberry.
Now, so this one was great on presentation until you just hacked it up there.
Yep.
And not
And I
blaming
just
you. Not
destroyed
blaming
this
you.
we
one.
need-
Nope.
But that is a factor of presentation, right? How it looks after.
Absolutely, and how easy it is to serve.
Yeah.
There are a lot of flavors in this one. There's strawberry. But see, now my only problem is if I order this in a restaurant, cutting that chocolate, I'd put somebody's eye out at the table next to me.
Yeah.
You know, that's gonna happen. I'm gonna go,
You have to use your
gonna go
fingers,
flying
yeah.
across the restaurant.
Well, if you wanted to do something like this and not have the issue with serving it, but you wanted that chocolate layer on top, I would just make it quite a bit thinner. Just a super thin layer so that it's nice and easy
to
to
break.
cut through. I really enjoy the flavors that are in here though.
Oh, so
Okay.
do we have to pick a winner?
We do.
We should
Deliberate.
We should deliberate.
We should
Inside.
deliberate.
Okay, okay. All right. Sit tight.
All right.
So-
Well, our master Jedi pastry chef.
So after thinking about it and talking about it, we decided that this cheesecake is gonna be the winner. Whoever made this one, well done.
Oh my gosh, who knew? Oh my gosh.
And he'd like to give special credit to Shay Z. Thank you for delivering it on time.
They delivered it just
in time.
Well, congratulations. You did a fantastic job. I really appreciated the way that it looks. It looks like you did a really good job. You knew what you were doing. The technique behind it was well done. And I love that you did the little extra for the presentation. I think it just looks beautiful, and you should be very proud of yourself, sir.
Thank you. Well, that is it for the Great American Baking Show right here at BHI. We hope you enjoyed our version of the show. And Jamie, thank you so much for coming and judging. And
Thank you so much
contestants,
for having
thank
me.
you so much, every single one of you, and all 10 that participated from the company. I can't wait to see what we do next. Maybe we'll have a version of Hell's Kitchen starring Jamie.
Oh, wouldn't that be fun?
I
Yes.
think it would be. All right. Thanks, and we'll see you again